decided to go to bed really late last night, so she's a bit tired today. Anyway, so we've just come by the little town of Bicheno, stopping in at the Blowhole here. It's a cloudy day, but you know, still got to see the sights. And then we're going to continue south a little further, see where we get up to, and what we get up to along the way. Pondering Frog Cafe and RV camp. So they have a cafe here. It's about 10 minutes out of Bicheno. Apparently I said that wrong yesterday. Just a little, like 400 metres past the turn off to Freycinet. Anyway, it's a cafe where you can have some lunch, ice cream, cake, coffee, even dinner if you pre-book. And they have an RV donation camp right there with water, and you can use the toilet facilities in the cafe while they're open and things like that. The owner is so friendly and super funny and so helpful as well. He happily sits down with you with maps to show you around the area, both Bicheno and Freycinet, and marks out things on the map. Gives you some local knowledge, which is always so handy. He also tells you that there's library books, like a library of books that you can read or swap out with. There's heaps of different info brochures. There's even a playground at the cafe that the kids can use. Water fill-ups, I think I said that already. Yeah, it's an awesome spot. Donation camp, so just pop a little thing in there, but which is behind the info sign here as you drive in. And it was pretty busy here last night. I reckon it probably maybe had only one spot free, but everyone's cleared out this morning minus a couple. And yeah, it's really pretty. But yeah, it's a great location to check out Bicheno if you want to do a donation camp, because there's nothing in town. And also if you want to do day trip into Freycinet National Park as well. I think that's everything you need to know. I'm not sure if it's dog friendly. I haven't seen any dogs. I'm not sure about that. There's also a few animals around, a couple of alpaca and a couple of goats and things for entertainment for the kids. Anywho, not sure what we'll get up to. We're actually heading into Bicheno because we got a message from a follower and said, hey, I live here and I've got acreage. Do you want to camp up with me? And so we thought it's always nice to do that. We don't do it very often. But yeah, so that's where we're going to head, and we'll be in town, so we might explore Bicheno a bit more than originally planned. And we're actually just waiting for a sunny day to head out to the national park, because we need sun for the photos that we want. So we're just kind of hanging around waiting. That's the joy of us with no plans, really, is that we can sort of hang around to a point and see how we go. So it's looking like cloudy today, possibly clearing up this afternoon by the look of it, and we'll see. So we might duck out this afternoon. And if not, it's meant to rain tomorrow, but again, who knows? And then Saturday's meant to be partly cloudy again. So that's really when we're aiming to get out there, is on Saturday. Today's Thursday. But you know, if it's clearing up enough today, we'll jump on that opportunity as well. So it's all a bit kind of just waiting around. But we'll show you what we get up to when we get into Bicheno.
We are
Douglas
Apsley National Park.
I know I cannot see it through. I got my head on straight so you can pass the blues. Disco biscuits in my little tooth. I got this throbbing headache and I'll bend the truth. Ace my test, I guess that I'm the best. I guess that I'll be better when the
that hill in a second.
There's a reason they say this is not a road that's caravan friendly. There's a reason for that. Lots of tight bends and steep hills.
Persistent, then I'll soon break free. Lost my thought, I think it wasn't bold. I think it's just a thought that wasn't meant to be told. I grew out my
Summer in Tasmania.
Puffer jackets, clouds.
16 degrees.
At least it's not too windy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that blue sky.
Yeah.
Might help if I tell you where we're going. We're in Freycinet National Park. As I said earlier, we were waiting for a clear day. It was clearing up in Bicheno this afternoon. So we looked at the radar and we looked at the cloud satellite that we look at and all of that sort of stuff that we do our planning through. And it looked like it was thinning out and clearing up for the afternoon. So we did want to try and be here for evening, afternoon light, maybe sunset. So we are still hoping it clears up. But you can see behind, looking pretty thick and grey. So anyway, we're still hoping it still does to the plan and clears up a bit more, but it is what it is. If it's not, we've still come anyway, because sometimes you can't not come. So we've made the first stop at the lighthouse part before we actually go to Mount Amos. So we're just doing the short 600-metre loop at the lighthouse first. One half of it is like a boardwalk and wheelchair friendly, and the other half isn't. Obviously, being national park, it's no pets, and a national parks pass is needed, which you can buy online. The 2-month pass, it works out really good value for money if you're here for more than 2 days, pretty much. But yeah, check out this view. My goodness me. Halfway to Sleepy Bay. We were going to go because we thought it was short, but I was only halfway, and I'm kind of prioritising the Mount Amos lookout, so don't really want to be spending too much time here when we need to prioritise that one. So yeah, sorry I just showed you half. If you've got more time than us, you might want to do that one too. What you see, it's the sun and the blue sky. Fingers crossed it keeps going with the clouds and we keep getting more blue sky. So we've just arrived at the car park here at the Wineglass Bay Lookout walk. We're just going up to the lookout, we're not doing anything else. Well, I say that now, but who knows when we actually get there. That's the plan anyway. Meant to be a 1 hour return, 3.5k or something like that. We'll see.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's There's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride and find myself, I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
Oh, fancy, fancy.
Nice and black.
Wow. Cool. That's a big one.
Big one.
A big power hose.
Big power cord one, yep. That's what we got it for. Big one. Nice. So we haven't spoken about these products too often, just a couple of times, but we really love them, hey?
They are probably the number one, like, wife attraction factor products that we have in our WAF that we have in the Caravan arsenal.
And I wish that we got them from day one.
She got so frustrated with me all the time about cables. And to be fair, I got frustrated with cables as well.
He's lazy.
Because I'm a bit lazy. Not lazy, I'm efficient.
No, lazy.
And oftentimes when you're packing up, you're just like already running late. We have to go, hurry up, let's go.
Oh, it's raining.
It's
or
raining or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I'll just deal with that later and just chuck them in the tunnel boot.
And later never comes.
Hoses, power cables, all that shit.
Later
And
never
then,
comes.
well, later is when you get to the next caravan park and you're untangling them all. You're like, oh, this is great.
Anyway, so what they are the flat out international multi-reels.
All right, well, we started out with 2 reels plus a drinking hose reel. So that was for 2 power cords.
Yeah. Now we've got 4 because 4 reels plus the drinking hose because Starlink took 1 up because that was important to protect that cable, and our longer 20 meter.
So really important to protect the cable.
Yeah, and our 20 meter power cord didn't really come out that often and get used, so we could kind of put that further in a tunnel boot and not really worry about it as much. Whereas Starlink needed that cable, but we were like, it's still messy, it's still annoying. So we got another 2 cables, and that's the bigger one, the original multi-reel, and that's because it can hold longer cables, so it fits the bigger reel. And then we got another one because of our portable solar panels cables as well, which were a mess and getting tangled and annoying.
So many.
So because we had so many of those as well with extensions and blah, blah, blah. So we can wrap those onto there as well. So we ended up with 4 reels plus 1 drinking hose. We have the 10 meter lay flat drinking hose. And they're amazing. They are so much better. The tunnel boot is organised. The tunnel boot is tidy. There's no fighting with knots and tangles and
especially the hose. Like the hose used to take up a whole like tub by itself.
Yeah. Winding it into that tub to try and keep it.
Yeah.
It was just a mess. Anyway.
And the bags suck. Try and put in those bags.
Yep. So we originally had the
cable bags.
No, it was just a pain in the ass too. So
lay flat drinking hose is definitely the way to go.
Yeah. So we've got the Overland Essentials kit, Flat Out International's Essential kit that comes with 4 reels and some extra bits and bobs that helped your life with that already on the website with Zoe. And there's a voucher code on our website as well that you can get an extra little voucher towards that costing on our website. I'll put the links for this and the in the description and a pinned comment so that it'll be easy to find. And Zoe has actually just reached out as well to say that she's brought out a cool new product. Kind of new.
We don't have it in our hands. We can't physically test it and show it to you guys. It's a 7.5 meter drinking hose.
Yeah.
Reel.
So it's very similar to what we have in terms of lay flat and rolls up and stuff. It's just the length changes And she's actually just brought out new technology, which is actually the lining in it has better,
more food grade. We never have a problem with the food grade, with the quality of the water.
It's just she's keeping up with better technology and stuff like that. So it's good. It's again, we can't actually like test that particular one, but I have no doubts that it's going to be an awesome product.
Yeah. Australian made, Australian manufactured, Australian designed, and Australian owned.
Australian everything.
Extremely rare with everything in the caravan scene.
Exactly.
They're the type of companies we try and support. I know you guys try and support Australian made as well when you can. And
you support us supporting them. So it's so good that Zoe's able to bring, keep it in Australia and bring it to the market.
Like it's a bit more expensive than going to China and getting it done.
100%. I know.
It's a lot more expensive.
Yeah,
but,
it is more expensive, but it is.
For that, like she has slimmer margins, but and it costs you more, and she has slimmer margins. But I think it's just the better concept.
The other thing is like she knows
and principle, and
she knows exactly she knows exactly what's going into these
chemicals
and stuff like that. So she knows that they're
not scaremongering. I think it's better to do it in Australia if you can.
For sure. Because it's a new product out, she's given us a special little voucher as well for that. So it's an introductory offer just for a limited amount of time for this new length of hose. It's just for the 7.5 meter drinking hose. And again, I'll put the link and the details in the description and the comments, so you can easily find that as well. Yeah, it's got a little bonus for you this week. Yay for us! Yay for you! Is that it?
That's it.
Any other info we need to give them?
Just a good roll out. Zoe's cool too. Zoe's one of those really nice, honest people that you see every now and again.
100%.
You meet every now and again. Yeah. We're proud to do business with her because she's cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
If there's any questions, let us know. But if you haven't got the message yet, they're really good products and we really, really recommend them. We're off on a little adventure.
Yeah, Maria Island.
Mariah Island. It's half an hour off the coast of
Spring Bay.
Triabunna. And we heard it was really nice, and so thought, why not? You can bring bikes and ride around, kind of like a Rottnest style, because there's no cars. However, electric devices are not allowed.
E-bikes you can bring. You can bring an electric bike.
If you've got an e-bike.
Pedal-powered electric bike, but not a scooter. No
scooters allowed. So we're on foot, which means we're not going to be able to explore as much as we would have. But we'll see what we see. So we're heading to the Darlington historic little village as our first stop. Yep. Nice smooth sail over as well, which is awesome.
It's beautiful.
And
it's classy.
A splendid day.
Yeah, we nailed the day.
Yeah. We took the coastal route past the campground and along the beach. It's been pretty cruisy, paved all the way, obviously, because bike riders can ride the path and stuff. So, it hasn't been too strenuous at all. Not too hot, it's just glorious. Look at that watercolour. Wow. The like wallpaper over planks.
Don't touch the walls, okay? Can you see the wallpaper, Aria? Yeah. It's like they've newspapered at first, and then they've... You can actually read the newspaper.
Mom?
It's pretty cool. Howe's cottage down at the Painted Cliffs of the beach. And there's old wallpaper, hand-painted wallpaper still up from like the 1800s, and they've newspapered the walls first, and you can actually, some of the places the wallpaper's come off and left the newspaper, and you can actually still read it. So it's really cool.
What did we just see?
A wombat awake!
Eating grass.
Eating grass.
What do you think of it?
Good. We can show you if you want. Just sit out. That big thing is a wombat.
Alrighty, that kind of sums up our day here. So we've done the 10 o'clock ferry over in the morning, and we're getting the 2:30 back. All we did was the Painted Cliffs, the historic village, and the Oast House, really, because that's the limit of Daniel's walking ability. If you have a bike, you'd obviously get around further. If you could actually walk further, you could stay longer, and you could do like an 8 a.m. Ferry and a 4:30 ones are the other ones, so you can do like a full day and explore so much more. But because we couldn't bring electric, Daniel just can't walk it, so that's just us. And you know what, it was nice, it was beautiful. We saw a wombat, we saw some wildlife, we had a nice time at the beach. We saw enough that we were happy. But there's definitely more you can do, and if you are set up to camp out of tents and stuff, you can camp here. There is a campground with camp kitchen and toilets, but it's tents, obviously no vehicles, so we can't camp here. So you can camp here if you wish. National parks, for the info on that. Obviously camps, app and guides and stuff as well. What else? Oh, you can hire bikes here as well. We didn't know that, but you can hire bikes on the island. I don't know if they're booked in advance or anything like that either. We didn't know about it until it was kind of too late. So we just, we didn't bother. But yeah, if you want to do that, you can look into that as well. What else can I tell you? Anything else? No food, no supplies, nothing on the island other than the toilets. So you have to bring your lunch, bring your snacks, bring your water, and there's no rubbish, so you got to bring a rubbish bag of some sort to take all your stuff back with you as well. So you have to be very self-sufficient when you come for the day here.
You can buy some food on the ferry, but it's expensive and, you know, ferry food.
It's ferry food. But yeah, anyway, if there's anything else you want to know about the island, yeah, cool, Aria. What are they called again?
Cape Barrengeese.
Cape Barrengeese. There's lots of those around. If there's anything else you would like to know, let me know in the comments below. Or just leave me a comment anyway, just because you can, please. And I will help you out. Is that it? That's it.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, that's probably the other thing. It was like $116 for 2 adults.
And we can also camp on the island.
I already said that, but thanks. $116 for us, 2 adults, 1 child, to come on the expensive side. Maybe if you got the 8 o'clock, had bikes, and left at 4, and you did the whole day, you feel like, you know, it'd be a big day, you'd be exhausted.
Extra, like, $30 carried by cool.
Yeah, so like, but you might feel like you get more value out of your time on the island or whatever. But yeah, if you have
Some good
time and
history and stuff.
if you have the time and you have the money, you should definitely come over and look at the history and stuff and enjoy it. If you're on a bit of a budget, then probably would make it essential. Still an awesome day. We had amazing weather. It's starting to come over cloudy again, as it seems to do each afternoon here in Tassie. Stops us from getting sunset photos, doesn't it? But yeah, we had stunning weather, so it was good. Wouldn't do it in the rain, that's for sure. I guess the other thing is, because it's not so popular, you don't have to book in advance. So if you do get here and the day's average weather, you don't have to go. Like, you don't have to book in advance. Like, we just rocked up at 5 to 10, basically 10 to 10.
Maybe school holidays might be different.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we just rocked up 10 to 10 and like got on the ferry. So
Go up there and have a bit of exploring.
yeah, well, then wants to do a bit more exploring. Well, I remember Triabunna has 3 free donation camps that you can camp at, and 2 of them are straight across from where you leave for the ferry. One is the Bay Hotel, out the back of that, and the other one is the town's RV camp. Neither of them have water or dump points or power, so that's elsewhere. But yeah, it's great to be able to just walk across the road home. Also, the fish and chip shop, just as you kind of drive into the free camp behind the pub, is actually really good and really, really well priced. We had, Danny had a burger, I had chips, because that was the only gluten-free thing. There was potato scallops, there was calamari, and pineapple fritter. I was like, there was something else, and it was only like $20. Yeah, it was crazy cheap. I expected it, like with how much he came back with, Daniel came back with, in his hands. I was like, oh gosh, that's a lot, and it would have cost a fortune. He must be hungry. And he's like, it was only $20 or $22 or something. So yeah, definitely recommend that.